I'm Mike Hackard with Hackard Law. If you're a business owner, you've likely built your company through long days, tough decisions, and a commitment to the people who count on you. But planning for the future, especially planning for a time when you're no longer leading the business, can feel uncomfortable. Many owners hesitate to work with a succession planning lawyer, not because they don't care, but because they've heard myths that make the process seem unnecessary, expensive, or something they can handle later. Today, I want to set the record straight because these myths can cost families clarity, stability, and in some cases, the business itself. Let's start with one of the biggest myths. I already have a will. I don't need a succession plan. A will is important, but it deals with personal assets. Your business is different. A will doesn't decide who will run the company, how shares are valued, or how operations continue if you're incapacitated. It doesn't protect partners, employees, or clients. And in many cases, it pushes the business into probate, creating delays that can interrupt operations. A succession plan addresses these issues head on. It ensures continuity, outlines leadership, and protects the structure of the company. Another common belief is, I'll deal with succession planning when I retire. The truth is, succession planning isn't about retirement. It's about readiness. Life brings sudden illness, unexpected exits, and family shifts. The best time to plan is long before you think you need to. When you prepare early, you act from clarity rather than urgency. And you give your family a roadmap when they need it most. Let's talk about cost. Many owners assume succession planning is prohibitively expensive. But the real question is, what does it cost not to plan? We've seen businesses enter probate, heirs disagree over control, partners struggle without clear agreements, and families forced into rush decisions that impact long-term value. Good planning avoids these outcomes. It protects what you've built and preserves your business for the people who will one day depend on it. Another myth is that a CPA or financial advisor can handle succession planning alone. CPAs and advisors play vital roles: taxes, financial forecasting, investment strategy. But they cannot draft the legal framework that makes a plan enforceable. A proper succession plan requires legal design, legal documents, and legal compliance. When all three professionals work together, the result is strong, coordinated, and durable. Many owners also say, I'll just leave the business to my children. That's admirable, but it requires structure. A plan needs to account for readiness, interest, roles, fairness among siblings, and protection against divorce or other family transitions. Without planning, even the best intentions can lead to disagreement. A succession lawyer helps you create a structure that supports the child, who will lead while balancing the interests of other heirs. Some business owners assume they're too small to need succession planning. In reality, the smaller the business, the more vulnerable it is. A leadership gap or legal delay can impact employees, clients, and revenue almost immediately. Succession planning isn't about company size, it's about continuity. Then there's the myth that families will figure it out if something happens. Families do their best, but moments of crisis, decision-making becomes stressful and complicated. Without a clear plan, they're left guessing. That's how misunderstandings grow into conflict and how businesses lose momentum. Your family deserves clarity, not uncertainty. Another belief is that succession planning is a one-time task. In truth, a plan should evolve. Your business grows, tax laws change, and family circumstances shift. Good planning includes regular reviews to ensure your strategy still reflects your goals. Real-world stories show the consequences of believing these myths. I've seen partners assume a CPA had handled everything, only to discover no agreements existed when a partner passed away. I've seen families receive equal shares of a business even though only one child worked in it, creating tension that eventually dissolved the company. These outcomes are avoidable with thoughtful planning. Succession planning requires honesty, clarity, and long-term vision. It's not simply a legal exercise. It's about protecting your family and preserving the company you built. A succession lawyer becomes your strategist, your guide, and your advocate. aligning the legal framework with your values and your long-term goals. If you're thinking about succession planning or you've been waiting for the right time, now is the moment to start the conversation. Your business, your family, and your legacy deserve a plan that brings clarity, not confusion. I'm Mike Hackard. Thanks for watching.